All right, Mike, welcome to the Ravit Show. Welcome to Mumbai. And I'm super excited to be here at Qlik AI Reality Tour. Looks like this is like India is going to be the last destination for this year. So, you all have had a good run in terms of the Qlik AI Reality Tour. And I was in the press briefing today. I had amazing time listening to all the innovations and the great things that you all are doing in the Indian market. But just for learning a little bit about your experience in India, how does it feel to meet? How does it feel to be in India and meet the customers here?
Yeah, well, thanks, Ravit. First, thanks for having me on the show here and having this conversation. Look, as you mentioned, the AI Reality Tour, we do this between ourselves and partners in over 50 cities around the world.
Exactly.
And this is the last one, and we wanted to close with a big bang. All right, so here we are in Mumbai. I'm really excited. This is a high-energy city, and we have the best customers in the world here. A lot of large banks and manufacturing and automotive, and so I am really excited to be back. It's been a while since my last visit, and I almost forgot how exciting it is to be back here and feel all the energy.
That's awesome. Yeah, I always say when it comes to Mumbai, because this is my home ground as well,
Yeah.
I always say if you've lived in Mumbai for a while, you get the buzzing. It is always so noisy here, but then noisy as in a good way. But just on this topic itself, in terms of the Indian market, it's growing rapidly in the data and AI space, and we've been seeing massive innovations happening. There are a lot of industries like quick commerce, or talk about other automobile industry. It's growing massively, and we've seen like Qlik being one of the solutions which a lot of bigger companies here, like big enterprise companies, using it. What do you think about the trends, and how do you see it in terms of Qlik being a part of it?
Yeah, well, one of the things about India is consistently a leader when it comes to digital transformation. We saw this with kind of mobile technology, we saw it with digital payments, and now we're seeing it with data and AI. And this trend is, there is an explosion right now in data. When you think about like the IoT and sensors now, and I just had lunch with somebody who's in the electric car manufacturing space. There's massive amounts of data needing to be analyzed in real time. But more importantly, that data needs to be governed, the quality needs to be right. And all this has a precursor to even doing anything with AI. And then, of course, you add AI. And that's the exciting part, and that's what I'm hearing from customers. And that's what we do. Like, we do that end-to-end, kind of AI data pipeline solution. That's what we're really good at.
Right. No, I think those are fantastic insights. I'm kind of also curious to learn a little about if there's any moment or interaction that really highlighted, the momentum Qlik is experiencing in India. Anything that you would like to share in terms of a use case, or anything that you've been talking internally in terms of, okay, these are the customers we have had. And now, and I know it's been like, you all have been growing massively in terms of the revenue as well in India.
Yeah. Well, my big moment, actually, believe it or not, was first thing this morning, because I met with the team here, and
Nice.
I didn't even realize that India's grown so fast that now more than 1 out of every 10 people in the company in Qlik work in India.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we've really
That's
grown
huge.
here in the market, and we're going to continue to grow because of the success we're having here. But that was a great moment. It's not just, we've got a terrific commercial team here, sales, and they're doing great. But we have product development here, we have customer support here, and they're all doing an amazing job helping the company grow. So that to me was the moment. But then I get exposed to customers here too, and like I said, I just had a lunch with somebody in the automotive space, and just hearing. They're adopting our full platform of capabilities, from data integration, governance, quality, all the way through analytics, and they're talking to us about taking on some of our AI capabilities now. I was like, that's it. It's perfect.
Exactly. I know even in the press briefing itself, I was kind of talking a little about AI agents, and you mentioned so many good things about that, and how you all have already been using AI agents. It's just that Qlik has never gone out and said that, oh, this is years back we've kind of seen you all doing exactly the same thing. We've been now seeing a lot of the analytics vendors doing in this space, so which is pretty good. I'm kind of also curious to learn a little, just for audience, we would love to learn a little about the new announcements that you made around the new cloud region that you coming up in India.
Yeah.
Would you like to share a little about that as well?
Yeah, sure. So, we have a press release going out simultaneously with our conversation
Right.
here, where we're talking about the fact that we stood up a sovereign cloud in India, and we partner with AWS on our hosting, so they've been a great partner in terms of helping us set that up. But this market is so important for us, and we see where the world is going. Like, countries are getting more prescriptive about wanting their data to stay in their country, particularly public sector, but
Right.
even some private industry now. And we really felt like this was the next big investment for us, was really to make that investment in India to support the growth and, in anticipation of some of the regulatory things that might come down the pike. So the receptivity from our customers has been amazing. They're super appreciative of that.
Yeah. Are there any particular markets that y'all are wanting to focus, like particular industries? Like I know y'all are in the finance, in
Yeah.
insurance, y'all are in automobile as well.
Right.
But are there any more industries that y'all are wanting to now get into in terms of when you look at India as a market?
Yeah, the good news is the solution is deeply horizontal, so
Yeah.
we can service any vertical that there
True.
is. And to your point, our strength has traditionally been financial services, insurance. But what we've actually starting to see a resurgence now in other industries where, look, every business is a data business now,
True.
right?
True.
And you talk about the automotive manufacturers and the telemetry coming off of cars and how they have to analyze that. And now with the sovereign cloud, obviously public sector becomes a lot easier for us to go after. So we're really going to make a push across all industries as well. This is an exciting market for us.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited as well because I know for a fact where y'all are coming up with various things to cater to various industries, and it becomes like an interesting solution for all the industries out there. Not only just quick commerce, which is kind of picking up very well in terms of in India. So excited about that. Also, just going back to obviously the press briefing, I also saw low latency kind of playing a very important role in the whole game of cloud. So I'm kind of curious to learn from you. How do you think this will improve the user experience for Indian customers when you talk about the low latency or reducing the latency from this new cloud?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think it will improve the user experience. I think, look, we have a lot of cloud customers in India today. They typically are hosted in Singapore or one of our other cloud regions. And we have zero complaints. That said, latency can be an issue. You can't do anything about the speed of light, right? It is what it is. So I do think that by having a local cloud here in India, will guarantee a certain level of user experience that will help productivity. And then there's just the peace of mind, just not having to worry about some of the data sovereignty issues that would come with your data moving outside the country. I think will help our customers just be more comfortable using our technology.
That's awesome. I'm also kind of hearing something from the team, and obviously you've been mentioning about this as well in 2026 or by 2020. At least by end of 2025, y'all are planning to double down on India as a market, and also the footprint would increase massively. That means more investment that would be coming in India.
Yeah.
So how are you kind of feeling about that? What's the excitement, and anything that you would like to share with our audience about that?
Yeah, well, look, in the last 3 years, India's been the fastest growing market 2 out of the 3, right?
Nice.
So that tells you how excited I am about India.
True.
We've got a terrific leadership team here. Our country managers, the best of the best, and we really feel like investment is warranted. And so India will continue to receive above average investment from Qlik compared to other. We're investing everywhere, but India's going to do a little better, and it's based on the success we continue to have here.
And finally, one more question, which is on one of your slides that I would like to pick up is how do you envision Qlik contributing to India's digital economy and the government's 1 trillion digital vision by 2028?
Yeah, I think, look, I'm happy to be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
We want to play our role. Look, data analytics and AI is all we do. We don't make video games. We don't buy Bitcoin. We don't do any of that stuff. I wake up every day thinking about how I can help Indian customers and customers around the world work better with data analytics and AI to get better outcomes. That is our mission. And I do believe this market is ready for this transformation that's going to happen. And I believe we can play in a very focused but important role in that.
This is awesome. And Mike, it was such a pleasure hosting you today on the Ravit Show, and being here at the Qlik AI Reality Tour. I think you all put these great events together, but also educate the larger community out there to understand how Qlik is kind of make sure where the community learns and how you all are innovating in the best way possible. So thanks for that. And one last question for you.
Sure.
If you have any message for the Indian market or the Indian community that you would like to share.
Yeah, look, I think the best is yet to come. I think we are at the precipice of an awesome age of transformation.
Right.
I think you got to do the work. There's no magic. I do think that there's investment and there's work to be done, but I do think you're going to see AI start to achieve value and transform for the better. And I don't think it's about taking jobs away from people. I actually think it's about augmenting the human experience and making business and the world a better place. And we should all be excited about that.
Yeah, no, I think those are fantastic insights, and thanks for sharing that, Mike. Again, such a pleasure hosting you today on the Ravit Show.
Oh, that's great, Ravit. Thanks for being here with us. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.